Hey, thanks for expressing interest in the Next Generation Ministry Assistant job. It's a 40 hours salaried position with full health benefits. And I want to give you a little bit more of a rundown as far as what you are applying for. So we have three major camps a year that we plan for, along with some other things. But first is DYC, District Youth Conference. That's in February for high school students. In the summer, we have a service project camp for middle schoolers called Enter, which is pretty awesome. And then we also have Quest, which is in the fall, typically October, that we have for middle school students as well. In addition to that, we do a training type thing for both youth pastors and children's pastors. It's called Calibrate. Sometimes we'll have a 24-hour planning period where we invite people to come in and we'll just talk about ministry training things, all sorts of different stuff. So that is there as well. And then sometimes they'll be helping with other events as the Alliance Northwest that we put on, like Converge, Renewal Retreat, and that's more of a supportive role. As we look at those events throughout the year, there's a lot of things that entails. So say for instance, if we're doing District Youth Conference in February, that looks like pulling together the teams, finding people, networking with other people to try to see if you can find people that will come out and volunteer and staff. It looks like working with teams. We have teams of youth pastors that come together to help plan each of these events, but you're the point person. You're the one leading the meetings. You're the one that's coming alongside Eric, who's casting the vision and helping to propel these forward and make sure that people are getting their stuff to you on time. A lot of these tasks are delegated, but it's really essential that as the point person, you're keeping people on task and able to make sure everything kind of comes together. So with these events each year, you got to plan back at least a year in advance, 6 to 12 months, and start working forward as far as the planning meetings and making sure that everything's coming together. Now, one of the other things that we also ask is that you be able to keep on top of the finances. That means helping Eric with with his receipts and keeping tabs on the credit card, making sure that's being paid, that's all getting to our bookkeeper, things to that effect. It's also really imperative that you are a detail-oriented person. There are so many details that are involved when it comes to working with this job. And if you find that details is not your thing, this job is probably not for you. So it's really important you're able to say, yeah, I can keep tabs on stuff. I have good ways of keeping track of large amounts of details, that kind of thing. So that's really important. Some of the other things that are important is we're asking that you have proficiency in Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator, and we would prefer if you had skills in Adobe After Effects as well. But part of each of our events we do is we create promotional materials that we send out to our churches, letting them know about these camps. So that looks like making logos. For instance, for October, this is our logo that we have for Quest. It's Aliens. So we create these promotional packets. We also do youth pastor calendar that we hand out to all of our youth pastors in April at Converge. And so it's important that you have some abilities when it comes to Photoshop and Illustrator. And that's partly why we're requesting that you submit a portfolio along with your resume and cover letter. So also, we are asking that you have proficiency in utilizing a Mac. If you don't, that's okay. We can work with you on that. But knowing how to use computers well, again, is a must. We've also requested that you be able to lend some form of tech support when it comes to computers. So that doesn't mean you have to be a guru, but it does mean being able to troubleshoot some minor things like being able to use Apple's mail program, the iCal, address book, some of those different things, and then providing a little bit of support to the rest of our support staff here as issues arise, things to that effect. So anyways, also along with the preferred skills, if you had any skills in FileMaker Pro 10 or WordPress, that is highly desired as well. So if after hearing this you feel like you're the right fit for this job, please compile a resume, a cover letter, and your portfolio to send to Jennifer Gates here at Alliance Northwest. That's Jennifer G at alliancenw.org. Thanks.